Howdy, howdy. We're here sketching on the iPad. This is a wall in my new studio in the duplex that Amanda and I moved into a couple months ago. And I had planned all along to do a mural on this wall. This is the second bedroom of our duplex, and it is dedicated to my video editing, daily drawings, and it also doubles as a guest bedroom as well. But I wanted to paint a mural on here, and I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to do something that was super elaborate and would be stressful to me. I kind of wanted to rock something out in just one day. So that's what I did, and I basically just drew a bunch of circles, little blobs, if you will, just forms that I could do faces on, and that's mostly just because I like drawing faces. You can kind of solve a little puzzle with each one that you do because you're trying to, sometimes I use a reference, but I'm often just making my own facial expressions and figuring out how the muscles of the face would kind of rearrange and form in order to express those emotions. I don't really know what I'm talking about. This sounds way more heady than my process actually is. I really just like facial expressions, and my whole life I've been just channeling my own facial expressions, whether to entertain family during photo shoots or just hanging out with people and trying to get a reaction. I like making people laugh, so I'm often exaggerating facial expressions and being dramatic as a human being. And so, I don't know. Faces are also just a really good way to engage with the viewer, if you want to get down to it. Most days I do a daily sketch in the morning, and more often than not, I will just draw a face. It's kind of my new backup. I used to have my default be drawing trees, but recently, like the last year or so, I've really only drawn faces. I like combining those two. I like doing face trees or trees in faces, usually as the nose. And I have a ton of paintings and drawings that I've done that use that concept. So if you haven't checked those out, make sure you do. Maybe I'll put a little card in this video at the top there of the screen. Anyway, just drawing them out layer by layer. I will kind of use one tone of paint at a time and just go across the whole mural and do each step of my value structure on each figure. I'll just go from one to the next, like you kind of see that. So I did the lines, and now I'm coming back in with a lighter mid-tone on these background ones, and just kind of layering them up, dark to light, back to front, as we typically do, top to bottom. So you see me kind of flushing out all the ones that are furthest away, which are the furthest to the top of the composition of this mural, and then I'm working my way down, back to front. That's just how I do. It's the proper way to do it, if you ask me. And this guy's really the star of the show right here in the middle. He's a unique one. Anyway, the concept for this is I wanted an audience, and I'm not trying to sound ingrateful for you, my actual audience who's watching me right now, but sometimes I feel like I'm creating in a void, or creating in a vacuum is how the saying goes, and basically that just means I'm endlessly making and not really sure if it's really being viewed by anybody. I get likes and stuff on social media, and that's nice. I'm grateful for all the comments that you leave, but sometimes it's easy to forget who's watching, and it just feels like I'm not really gaining any traction. I've been making videos for 5 years now on YouTube, somewhat irregularly, though recently I'm trying to be more consistent. But still don't have that coveted 1,000 subs. So hopefully that changes soon. As I said, I am very grateful for those of you who are subscribed. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. There will never be another first 1,000 subs. So you're part of that already. And, I'm making these videos for me to tell my story and to document my journey as an artist and just part of my life. I don't know, maybe when I die, my children can watch these videos or whatever. I don't know. But I appreciate you watching nonetheless. So, thank you. This is my new studio. It's 2024. Here's the final piece. Until next time, bye-bye.